It is neither a secret nor a coincidence that in antiquity, every region of Earth had stories of flying serpents and dragons. In fact, according to ancient myths, legends, and the beliefs of most every early culture existing around the globe. At that time, these reptilian sky gods came down to Earth and helped to establish, build, develop, and rule what we falsely consider to date to be the first civilizations, including those of ancient Sumeria, Egypt, China, India, as well as across the Atlantic in Mexico and Peru, based on Zechariah Stixon's translation of ancient Sumerian cuneiform tablets. The reptilian Anak, also known by many other names, including the Nephilims from the Bible's Book of Genesis, first arrived on a colonial expedition to Earth about 450,000 years ago, looking for minerals, especially gold, which was mined in Africa due to dissatisfaction with their working conditions. One Ananai named Inki suggested that primitive workers, or Homo sapiens, be created by genetic engineering as slaves to replace them in the gold mines by crossing extraterrestrial genes with those of Homo erectus, the first of which they called Adama, the basis for the biblical Adam and Eve. The tablets report that the human civilization in Sumeria, Mesopotamia, which they called Eden, and was the basis for the biblical Garden of Eden, was set up under the guidance of these gods, and human kingship of reptilian lineage was inaugurated to provide intermediaries between mankind and the Ananai, thus creating the divine right of kings doctrine based on bloodline inheritance from the gods. Because of its extreme importance, ancient cultures kept meticulous records of bloodlines. In fact, the Bible is in part a genealogical record tracing these bloodlines back to antiquity. There are many sources that state that no one was allowed to depict the Anunnaki in their true reptilian shape. And the very few depictions that survive to our days, like these statues of reptilian royalty with their child, he found in the ancient Sumerian city of Ir, were probably made in secret. Modern scholars have relegated these beings to the mythological or religious realm of a Sumerian pantheon. They dispute the Sumerians' own descriptions of them as real flesh and blood. People who came to Earth to create and mentor them, and who are we to believe the Sumerians themselves, who revolutionized the world, left a vast archaeological record of their accomplishments, and sought no credit for these accomplishments, or modern academics whose worldview descends from one that formally denied the very existence of the Sumerians, and now will not permit them such a history. The fact that scholars do not know the place of origin of the Sumerians or the roots of their language leaves open the possibility of the truth being the Sumerian accounts. All the ancient cultures have archaic stories and texts that tell similar stories that our modern scholars and academics want to suppress and not acknowledge his truth.